for being my discussant. I feel very honored, and so the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very glad to be an animal of laboratory, especially this kind of laboratory. I hope there will be more opportunities. I'm gonna try to be a coffee for all of you. Okay, straight in your seats. I'm going to explain, first of all, Dynamislab. Dynamislab is a living lab. Probably you know living labs. We are a living lab for sustainability. We bring together for sustainability projects between society. We involve citizens. They use online platforms and with other kind of things. We involve more than 5 universities. We work with more than 150 local administrations. And in private business, we create a federation with 700 companies around 20 towns, creating a associative economy. It was a very interesting project because when we start only one association, 40 companies, after 17, we start to work together. And when we are 1,600 companies, we go to the bank and negotiate the fees of visa payment. It was an amazing negotiation. We have a successful negotiation. I'm gonna explain 3 butterflies for this laboratory. One of the history is David. David is one of the users of the program of social farming. Social farming is when you use agriculture not for grow vegetables, if not grow persons. This user, David, was a person with problems with drugs. After 1 year using their soil to grow their own vegetables, they say, wow, this program saved my life. I want more of this. And we use this program with support of foundations to evaluate projects around Catalonia. And we evaluate the impact of these projects, especially this social impact, from therapeutic, from develop skills for pre-employment and employment projects. And when we finish the evaluation, we give them more support, technical and economic. Well, when you have children like this, you are more involved in the environment and the sustainability. You feel the sustainability in your blood. No? And we have projects for school canteens. We imagine what happened in our region if we arrived to have 1,000 school canteens with organic and local food. Okay, it's a hard challenge. Okay, we're going to start with one. And we do it with the same price. And so our work is answer to government, schools, what are you doing this? You can do it with the same price. You can do it better, healthy for your children, for your teachers, for your parents, and for your farmers, and for your local economy. We have another beautiful butterfly. It's named Berta. It's a farmer. He lives in a natural park. In the natural park, normally the politics of the natural park is you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And they contract us to develop a local program for farmers in the natural park. And we give them electronic tools. I remember around 6-10 years before, they use a telephone like this. They don't have internet in all the natural park, and they start to do it. I'm gonna try it. They use this online market, and now using this platform, they have 40 clients every week. He can live with the husband, and it was a very successful project. They asked to develop a new project in this natural park because the other farmers say how to do it without grants, only directly with consumers. Okay, now I need volunteers, especially from SEFORIS teams, to build a human tower like this. Please? Well, perhaps it's not a good idea. This is something that we do in Catalonia. Catalonia now is in the process of independence, and for our challenge is what are we going to do with the independence? We want to arrive for a food sovereignty. This kind of sovereignty, like school canteens. We can be sovereignty if we buy products near, and we can be economic sovereignty. And in the evolution of our projects, when we imagine 10,000 schools, now we imagine 10,000 ecoregions. EcoRegió, it's a social franchise from Germany. In Freiburg, they collect 3 million euros from 600 persons, and they invest in 20 companies. So we replicate this project in Catalonia. This is the business model. You can see it's easy. Citizens invest, don't donate, they invest with microcapital. From 500,000 to 50,000, no, 500 to 50,000 euros. They invest on EcoRegió, and EcoRegió buy participations of the companies. They must be organic food companies, and we invest in all the chain value. We invest on farmers, we invest on companies of like agro-food industry, cheese, wine, chocolate here could be, and services companies like catering, school canteen services, real estate, and all these companies generate social, environment, and economic benefits that they are evaluated with 64 indicators that return these benefits to the society. You can see here the evolution of the Region Albert in Freiburg. They start with one company, one farmer company of Christian Hills, and they start to develop this project because the normally bankings don't understand. As the more sustainability is, less bank understand, because they balance, they don't introduce a lot of things that they are very interesting for their business. So they start to involve citizens, they invest, after more farmers companies, after they see that they must invest on transforming and selling company, you see they start to invest more and more on shops. They create a franchise to develop this model, and they finally create all chain value on the region. Imagine now how can be your region. Imagine 3 million euros of 600 people around your region, around your companies where you go to buy organic food, or you go to, organic farmers. All this, it's built together. Here's a typical presentation for academics. Maybe we can talk after, but this is important where we want to go to this. If we analyze this specifically, and now you can see it's possible. Okay, if it's possible, because we don't invest more and more and more here, you can have social, environment, and economic impact. Okay, this is our challenge. the barriers that we face. In Dynamis, we have a big dependence from the local governments. We sell services, and we depend from the political chains. Okay, in this way, we see that ecoregion could be independence. This is our kind of independence that we liked. And especially in Spain, we have these two difficulties. The false conception of the ecological food is expensive. It's not expensive if you evaluate all the indicators and all that the organic food do for you and for your region. And the other question, very important, is the conception of the investment. Now we have a conception of the invest that is, I say, as a social cancer, because if you only want to catch benefits as quickly as you want, this is what cancer do in other organisms. This is very important. I see one picture with tiburones. No? We have to do a lot of pedagogy with our investors. No? Want to say, okay, no, perhaps you don't have your money in 1 year. If you want this, it's not your project. We don't want to invest in a farmer to get out the money in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. We don't want. We want sovereignty. Not for now, if not for our children. And this, finally, the challenge, it's perhaps the more complex that I have to explain today. But it's, I'm going to try to explain what you need for create new ecoregions. We have the manual in Germany. It says that you need around 100,000 or 200,000 euros to promote a new ecoregion. It's not so complicated that create a bank, but you need an initial budget. This is a butterfly that you start and you can arrive to create an impact of 1 million euros that invest for 200 people. You can invest in 4 companies. You can create 50 jobs. But it's not a line, a direct line. It's a living lab, a constant co-creating process, because when we finish the presentation, all of you say, okay, I want to invest, or you can research, or I can be a farmer, or can be, everybody can contribute for a ecoregion. So this is the question for us. Who will be the leader for the next ecoregion? And I have perhaps 30 seconds. I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation. Now you close your eyes. Please close your eyes. And imagine your ecoregion. Yes, then open your eyes. The future is here. Ecoregion, it's here for you. Thank you very much.